You wake up and the sun is already in the room, painting long, lazy rectangles on the floor. There's no alarm. You slept enough, a full and uninterrupted night. The day ahead is simple, clear, uncluttered. There is no big problem to solve, no crisis waiting in your inbox, no urgent call to make. You make coffee, the ritual slow and deliberate. The house is quiet, a deep, hollow quiet. You sit. You should feel rested. You should feel light, like a blank page. But you don't. There's a fog in your head, a woolly, dense static. A weight sits behind your eyes, a gentle, persistent pressure. Your shoulders feel a little tight, a faint ache, even though you haven't done anything yet, haven't lifted a thing. Your body is fine, supple, awake. But your mind feels heavy. It feels slow, drugged. Like it's walking through thick mud in a dream where you can't run. And you think, why? Why do I feel so tired already? Nothing has happened yet. The day is easy. It's a gift. Be grateful, you tell yourself. A sharp internal command. So you feel guilty for feeling tired, a second heavier layer settling over the first. You pick up your phone. Your thumb moves on its own. You scroll for a few seconds, images and words blurring into a stream of color and noise. Nothing stays. Nothing lands. You put it down with a soft click. You forget why you picked it up in the first place. You go through the motions, your body a capable machine. You do the small tasks. You wash a cup, watching the water swirl. You open a window, feel a bland breeze. But your thoughts are not quiet. They are not on the task. They are somewhere else, 1,000 miles away in the past or the future. They are replaying a conversation from last week, a tiny, insignificant moment. A look someone gave you that lasted half a second. A sentence you said that was perfectly ordinary. You turn it over in your head, examining it from every angle. You imagine how it sounded to them. How it could have sounded better, wittier, kinder. It was nothing. It meant nothing. You know this. But your mind goes back to it, compulsively. Like a tongue going back, again and again, to a loose tooth, probing the tender spot. Then, unbidden, a memory pops up. From years ago, dust-covered and supposedly resolved. A small shame. A tiny, cringing embarrassment. Your chest tightens for a second, a real, physical pinch. You push it away. You mentally swat at it. But it comes back later, wearing a different mask. It transforms into a worry about tomorrow. A nagging thought about a friend you haven't replied to yet. A thing you forgot to do. A thing you might forget again, proving some unspoken failing. The thoughts are not loud. They are not screaming dramatic things. They are a quiet, constant hum. A background noise of white static. A radio playing in another room, down the hall, muffled by a closed door. You can't make out the song, you can't decipher the words, but you know it's on. And just knowing it's on, that it never stops broadcasting, is enough to drain you. You sit to rest, deliberately. You lie on the sofa, arranging the cushions. You pull a soft blanket over your legs. This should help. This is what rest looks like. But resting your body is not resting your mind. Your mind is still working, a separate engine idling high. It's checking things off an invisible list. It's replaying things on a loop. It's imagining things that haven't happened yet, scripting dialogues for encounters that may never occur. It's like a guard on a high, lonely tower staring out at an empty, peaceful field. Nothing is moving. Nothing is coming. The sky is clear. But the guard keeps watching, his knuckles white on the railing. Because a long time ago, something did come. Something hurt. Something mattered terribly. So the guard learned, deeply and permanently, to never fully close his eyes, to never truly stand down. This is the tiredness. It's the guard being tired, bone tired. It's the mind being always a little bit on, a pilot light that never goes out. Even on the easy days. Especially on the easy days. Because when the external noise of life slows down, when the demands and distractions fade, you can finally hear the hum. The low, steady hum of old moments. Old worries. Old habits of self-protection. The what-ifs. The remember-that's. They don't attack you. They don't even scare you anymore. They just sit there in the basement of your mind, quietly burning fuel, using up the light inside your head, leaving you dim. You might call it laziness. Other people, seeing your still body, might call it laziness. You look like you're doing nothing. You feel like you should be doing more, producing, achieving. You tell yourself to push harder, to get up and do, but you can't. Because the doing inside your head is already too much. It's a full-time job being this vigilant guard, watching, checking, judging, preparing for phantom threats. It's exhausting in a way that doesn't show on the outside, that no nap can cure. And it's not really about today. Today is fine. Today is calm. Today is safe. The tiredness comes from all the yesterdays, hundreds of them, stacked on top of each other like stones. Your mind learned a habit. It learned to stay alert perpetually. It learned to remember everything, just in case it was needed for defense. It learned to prepare for trouble, to brace for impact, even when trouble stopped showing up regularly. And habits, especially those carved by necessity, don't just disappear because life gets quieter. The muscle stays tense, memory deep. The system keeps running, scanning an empty horizon. So you sit there with your coffee, now gone cold in the cup. The sunlight moves slowly across the floor, marking the uncaring passage of time. The day stays easy, objectively gentle. And you feel so tired. Not in your bones, not in your muscles, but in your being. In that quiet, observant place behind your eyes where you live all day, where you are truly you. It's a soft, constant ache. A deep, wordless weariness. The kind you can't sleep off because its source isn't a lack of sleep. And maybe, just for now, you don't have to fight it. You don't have to explain it to yourself or anyone else. You don't have to call it names. Lazy, weak, ungrateful. You don't have to fix it, not right this second. Maybe you can just notice it. Let it be what it is, a weather system in your inner sky. It's not a flaw. It's not weakness. It's not laziness. It's a sign. A quiet, honest sign that your mind has been working for you, for your survival for a very long time. Watching. Protecting. Carrying things you didn't always have words for, things that were too sharp or too heavy to hold out in the open. This tiredness means you have been carrying something, many somethings, for a long time. And even if you don't know how to put it down yet, don't see the shelf where it belongs, knowing that you're carrying it is already the beginning of something. Acknowledgement is its own kind of relief. The day is easy. You can put the world down for a while, it will wait. That other weight, the invisible one made of memory and watchfulness, may take longer to set down. And that's okay. You're not broken. You're not failing at peace. You're just tired from holding more than anyone ever saw, from standing a watch that once was crucial. And for now, in this quiet sunlit room, that understanding, that simple, merciful acknowledgement is enough. It has to be.